Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. We are playing World of Warships Legends. In case you couldn't see that, and I am Phoenix 61. We are in the Akizuki. Whether or not I'm saying that name right, I have no idea. That's how I say it. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, I will go for the zone, I guess. Only because you told me to. I'm referring to the prompt from my teammates. So as we head towards Zone A, and whether or not we really do want to capture that, with this map, I kind of like to, as I'm approaching, I like to split, either, if I'm between, in here it's Zone A and B, or if I'm on the other side between B and D, I like to kind of go right in the middle, not quite go to B, but because that way I can fire through B, into B and behind the island, because that's where a lot of enemies like to hide. But see, I see this smoke screen, and I'm checking the mini map to see if my torpedoes will actually make it out there. So if you look on the mini map, you can see where the smoke screen actually is. It doesn't show, or look at the map and see where the smoke screen is, because the smoke screens don't show up on the mini map. If you go into the map view, you can see them there, right? So then I kind of use that as a reference point to see if my torpedoes can make it into the smoke screen, and it looked like they would. So I used my reload booster. This ship is like, I don't know, like I hate this. I hate this second tech tree on the Japanese destroyers, and it's just because, like, mostly because like you're like, oh, it's more Japanese destroyers, right? I'll just outfit them for shooting torpedoes and being sneaky and hiding, right? So we get a torpedo hit on somebody, but this ship actually, like, its strength is really its guns. Like, it's almost, when you get a lot of health too for a destroyer at tier 7. So you can see here, like, we're doing decent. Like, it's nothing crazy, but like it's enough to whittle this Attigo down, like, and get the kill on him. And I don't know if, like, but like so far I'm like, this is more damage than that torpedo got, but not really, right? But this Yodachi, I like to call him the Yolehiu, because that's what I see. I'm a terrible person. I can't pronounce it right anyway. So, but he definitely sees us, right? So I'm gonna have to move forward here, because I know he's gonna. But I wanted to make sure that, our destroyer didn't need help with the battleship out there. We did a good job taking him out, and we're gonna move forward because I'm assuming that destroyer up there sent torpedoes this direction, right? This way we get the zone cap, we can get some speed, turn around, whatever. But gives me a little bit of safety. So sometimes patience pays off. There they are. There they are. I don't show you the games where I don't have patience. You don't see those. But that was an assumption I made, and for once I was right. So we get an assisted capture because we had another destroyer here in this zone that did not need any help with the battleship. But we sort of had the choking, pinch point, crossfire, whatever you want to call it, here. So I will head towards B, see if we can't get us up a zone. Right now it's 2 zones to 2 zones, right? And it'd be nice if this game continues to go the way it's going right now, or each down 3 ships. We might need those points. And it's really pretty much, it's an easy decision, right? There's nobody else around me to shoot. Like, just go for the freaking zone, right? But yes, this ship is like, it's a good, honestly, it's a good destroyer hunter. A lot of other people have built out their destroyers at this, level, and the ones they're playing as, because they're freaking better, at least in my opinion. But they've built them out to be, torpedo boats, right? So their commanders are all the commander perks are, torpedo reload and damage and range and all that stuff. But we will see if we can't. All right, we got the one to our left too. I'm gonna move forward just a little bit more here. I was originally planning to slow down, but I move forward so that we're not in range of destroyer to our left. Just eyeing up these battleships if there's anybody I could send torpedoes at. This is literally the worst ship in the freaking game for torpedoes. Like, you get one launcher of 4. This reload booster is garbage because it takes 4 minutes to come back. Like, so shit. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I think I probably should have rigged my commander out for guns with this ship instead of torpedoes. So I think I'm using my torpedo commander on this ship right now, and we're gonna have to make that. We're gonna probably have to change that. But then we'll play another game, and see if we can have another decent game with this ship, which with the with a appropriate commander on it, I guess, right, so to speak. Gneisenau, he doesn't look like he's gonna last too long. Yolehi is coming back at us. He fired torpedoes thinking we'd be here, and we get lucky and we're already facing towards them, so we dodged them pretty easily there. And I thought somebody else was picking him up, like he was firing his guns, right? Like, but it must have just been me. But yeah, I was hoping that I'd be able to, you know, since I saw him firing his guns, I was hoping I'd be able to fire at him in my smoke screen without him being able to fire back at me, right? So I'll take a wild guess that maybe he's moving in that direction, you know, and see if our whole arsenal of 4 torpedoes can get him, you guys, at tier 7. See if those do anything. He had more for us though. Here they are. Using just adjusting throttle appropriately to make sure I zoom in between these two. Here we go. Alright, so I used the reload booster even though I really didn't have a target eyed up, you know, like, I mean, if you think about it, like, you get 2 of those reload boosters, and, was it 2 or was it 3? Anyway, limited number, small number of reload boosters for torpedoes, and it takes 4 minutes for that to recharge, so I mean, obviously, like, the second one, you could kind of make the argument, like, wait for it, but if you think about it, it's like, that's 8 minutes of game time. You know, but, you know, you don't get a third, so really it's only 1. Yeah, but, yeah. It's a big chunk of game time. Before you, you know, you could be dead. Be long dead before you get to use the second one, right? So I try and be pretty liberal with my reload booster when I'm in this ship. Alright, so now we are hunting destroyers at this point. Another thing too, I think I have concealment is like shit too. So yeah, alright, kid. So like he's got pretty decent guns too, and he's probably like, I've always been able to outgun everybody, and we're gonna just give him a run for his money here, because we've got guns too. We've got guns too, buddy, and you know what? Come back when we figure out how to outfit this commander. Maybe it will be a little bit better. I'm turning in and hitting the brakes thinking maybe he's got a rack of torpedoes. I can't remember how many torpedoes that ship's got, but so that's why I was slowing and turning towards him in that moment in case he was firing another round. You almost have to anticipate them shooting torpedoes instead of waiting until you see them, right? You almost have to anticipate torpedoes being launched towards you and then make adjustments appropriately in that moment instead of panicking the second you see them, right? So hopefully we got this game in the bag. I'm going to take a guess shot at maybe where their destroyer might have gone. He's not in the zone, so I might have a decent luck with my whole 4 torpedoes that I sent, but nope, we were wrong. Yodely is back at it again. He's got most of his health. We will do a lot of firing our guns. They reload quickly. There are 8 of them. We're doing incapacitations. He didn't fire for a second there, and I'm assuming maybe he was sending torpedoes our way. We get a little bit lucky here too, so he used his smoke screen, he was the only one spotting us. So if he sits in smoke, and he, you know, I can't see him, but he can't see me either. There's nobody else to spot except for that battleship who's just out of range of our guns, so we're not getting picked up by the battleship even though we were firing our guns. So we will circle back around. I'm trying to be like unpredictable, right? Like maybe I'm gonna go the way I wasn't going, and you know, if he takes a guess and shoots more torpedoes, they'll be going the other way, right? But we've got 20 seconds left for our torpedoes. And I'm imagining, like, you know, there's 2 battleships on our team left. I'm imagining they're going to finish off the enemy battleship, right? So I'm not even going to waste my time heading in that direction. He's, yeah, like the Alabama, yeah, like, there's a lot of action over there that I don't get to play. I don't get to be a part of. Right, like he's going to die without my help. But we know this destroyer is still in the zone. We get spotted for a second here, so I'm like, alright, maybe he's at the edge of his smoke screen. I know he's got, he's probably got way better concealment than I do. That's another thing I need to fix on this ship. Is, my concealment is crap. We'll see if we get lucky with torpedoes. If not, like, I know I'm gonna die. Like, I'm pushing in because I know I've got an entire, you know, there's 3 other ships behind me. So if I can at least get a spot on him, like, whatever. Like, I don't need the kill. I'm not, like, at the edge of a Kraken or whatever. But we will give him a run for his money here. So he's got torpedoes coming at us. I don't care. Let's finish him off. Like, just keep firing my guns. He's the last guy. So this definitely would have hit us, but he also got us with guns too. So that was kind of a cool way to end the game. Like, right? Like, everybody's dead. Well, I mean, you know, me and him. But, you know, we had some survivors on our team, and that's how we won. We'll see where we end up on the leaderboard here. Decent amount of damage for a destroyer that has no torpedoes, right? But 3100 XP, and honestly, you know, that's kind of a better gauge of, you know, whether you had a good game or not, is your XP, because that means you're accomplishing tasks and getting things done. You're getting like defend banners, you're capturing zones, like all that stuff, like gives you credit towards your XP, right? And then ultimately, that also kind of correlates to how much cash you earn, right? How much silver or whatever the currency is here. But so we have this hot lady, Ashakiga Chiru, but that's just the guys. It's really, I think, Takeo, somebody else who we saw there. This is how I've got, you know, so this is more of a torpedo boat build, right? Like, that I'm showing you here. So, like, I've got this same commander set up. Like, this is how I have, like, my Shimakaze set up for my legendary tier 1, right? Because you get 3 racks of 5, 15 torpedoes, right? You could go better smokescreen, and that's, you know, honestly, that's probably what I would do with a different commander on this ship. So I will do that, and maybe load another video if I have a good game with a different commander, see how they compare, right? Because this definitely needs somebody else. But thanks for watching for now. We will have more World of Warships videos on the way. Thanks, guys.